If any of y'all are looking for an incredibly nice pistol, look no further. Coming up.
AEAC is made possible by JSB Match Diablo, H&N Sport, Predator International, Air Arms, Crossman Corporation, Daystate, FX Airguns, Sports Match Rings UK, Rapid Air Weapons, and Aztec Optics. And you guys know the best way to thank them.
Alright guys, the Weihrauch HW44 pistol comes to us from Germany. It's available in 177 or 22. It measures 19 inches long. By itself it weighs 3 pounds. As you see it here, it weighs in at 4.8 to include a scope, mounts, a cylinder filled with air, a magazine full of lead, and a bipod. It does ship with 2 10-shot magazines, comes in this black and gray synthetic only, and you can pick one up at Airguns of Arizona for around $900. And you lefties can have one too for an upcharge of around $120. Now the HW44 is not regulated, so when you fill its 50cc reservoir to its 200 bar max and shoot it down to around 115 bar, you're going to get about 35 good usable shots at distances like 25 yards. And by good, I mean with an extreme spread of about 38 feet per second. Now, if you want to push things out to 50, you can. Just refill to around 190 bar, shoot a couple of mags, and refill again. Now, power comes in at around 12 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, which it accomplishes by pushing an 8.5 grain pellet to around 784 feet per second, or a 10.5 to around 720, with both of those pellets impacting 25 yards downrange at around 8 or 9 foot-pounds. Now the pistol also takes advantage of an extremely effective moderator, open sights, a forward-facing manometer, weaver above and below, side lever cocking, and a dual stage match grade trigger with manual safety. So, what's it like to shoot?
It's refreshing, and not unlike playing a video game. The HW44 is so refined in its movements, and is so tranquil in operation, it actually does quite a good job of isolating the shooter from the shooting experience. With that being said, the magazine loading procedure is a tad cumbersome, and it all feels a little stiffer and heavier than it needs to be. But as you're about to see, this could be a contributing factor to phenomenal accuracy. The scope I'm using today is a BSA Edge 2-7x32, and I'm shooting it at just 5x. So that target's looking pretty tiny down there. Going backward, cycling is as smooth, light, and precise as any multi-$1,000 airgun. Going forward is stiffish, yet remains as smooth and refined as any. If you're new to AEAC, velocity is measured with Doppler radar, and the pellet is tracked from the muzzle all the way to the target in set increments. In doing so, we can determine leaving and arriving energy, as well as ballistic coefficient. Weihrauch makes an excellent 2x20 scope that, unless you're shooting for groups, is probably the all-around best scope for this gun. You can learn more about that and my time spent with the AT44 leading up to the making of this video over on my brand new sister YouTube channel, AEAC Vlog.
On account of the HW44's smallish reservoir and lower operating pressure, It makes this gun an excellent candidate for you hand pumpers out there. To fill it, remove the dust plug. Take the proprietary fill probe that ships with the gun and insert it into the air reservoir. Now gently and slowly fill to no more than 200 bar. When you're done, bleed the air between your fill source and the gun. Remove the fill probe and reinsert the dust plug. That's all there is to it.
For day-by-day discovery and approach leading up to the making of every one of these videos, you can also follow AEAC on Facebook and Instagram. And to the 10,705 of you who do, thank you. I notice, and so do AEAC's industry partners. And that's good for us all. On the fly, the HW44 feels great, and reloading is easy enough. It comes up quick and feels super light, and cycling is plenty fast.
The HW44's factory-installed moderator does a phenomenal job at keeping sound down, and this is one of the quietest air guns I have ever shot.
H&N Sport Germany has been working on a brand new pellet, and they sent me a batch a couple of months back to beta test. This new Barracuda FT was specifically designed for pinpoint accuracy at long distances. In other words, it's been purpose-built to win competitions. How are they different? They build these pellets with a weight toleration variance of less than 0.25%. And every batch is tested at 50 meters with an advanced electronic assessment system. And if all that weren't enough, every pellet is hand-sorted and inspected before packaging. It would seem H&N is stepping up its game.
trigger on the HW44 is amazeballs right out of the box. I didn't feel the need to have to do any fiddling with it. Now the owner's manual that ships with the gun says that it is adjustable, but it doesn't provide any instructions on how to do so. Now that all being said, the blade itself is a very soft polymer and it has a nice curve to it. The first stage take-up is very light, it's very clean, and it comes up against a sharp stop. And with just a tad more pressure, off it goes. .7 ounces.
Pellets this light and traveling at this speed blow around like dandelion seeds. These 8.5 grain JSBs dropped 3.5 inches at 50 when sighted at 25. And this alone is the reason I didn't take the new 9.5 grain Barracuda FTs out this far in this gun. But rest assured folks, I will at my earliest opportunity. Promise.
Well, that's all for today, guys. And special thanks to the crew at Airguns of Arizona for getting the HW44 into my hands to review for you. You guys know the best way to thank them for that. Now from here, you'll want to head on over to the Airgun Nation Forum so that you can participate in the discussion thread on the HW44. I'll leave you a link on how to get there in the description down below. As for me, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell all your friends about us, and be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, AEAConline.com, Vimeo, as well as our brand new sister YouTube channel, AEAC Vlog. I'll share things over there that won't make it here, and you guys won't want to miss out. So with that, I'm Steve Shalley. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week, everyone.